I do not think that for Shopify Rebellion is going to be a problem having the blue wall not cheering for them, because as we were hearing from Donut, they know that they're here always to prove something.
Seems very aware of this and already deals with a lot of it, looks behind and clears deeper in towards middle. So again, good information and somewhat denying that there's pressure there. They can now maybe reattune their focus towards this B side, because Shopify Rebellion are
what
here.
What a shot.
Mel with a great start. That's the site now ready. Yes, GX is close, but handled. Oh man, all those cries suddenly getting a little bit quieter. 5v3, and the plant gets to go down.
Oh,
down. What are you getting to there?
Just a little bit of misdirect in mid from Donut, and you saw that it drew 3 defenders from KC all towards mid, but it was just a ruse. Shopify, they were already regrouping towards that B main, and now Safa, she's just got to be sat here wondering, I mean, how many exits can I get? Let's just collect some orbs, maybe collect some money, but Timmy the Turret position has been revealed.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tricky. Could actually get the kill on Donut there, who was happily on the hunt. Wanted to min-max her potential and a couple of kills. So yeah, starting to build towards that ult. That's something in their mind. But as a start, Shopify set the tone, right? Limited information for KC, but they're just kind of playing this one out. But they have lost a great deal of mid. There's that knife. And actually pretty good. Going to keep Donut present on this, but no further pressure. It's Neuer slipping up deeper. And a barrel shown, and of course she's going to find it. That got a little sketchy. Glance does get the kill, but by now it's already leaning over towards that B-side take.
Very similarly to the pistol, it's just a ruse. They're drawing out all the defenders to be distracted towards mid, but look at the space that Donut's able to get. Mel falling on the back lines, that's going to make this post plan a lot more difficult, but they should be able to get the spike down here.
Yeah, again, it is just a bonus, right? So you have to recorrect mentality, but a decent amount of weapons remaining that could be an issue. Looking for light shields, almost none to be found. That's fine, that's good actually. Keeps that Outlaw from being able to run havoc. Eyes on Sarah though, this Bulldog being played in from the attention on site, but doesn't quite get the shot. Swung on, glances there, and KC building back in with 4 alive. Donut can do nothing. KC for standing and first on the board. And I'm starting to wonder, though, if Shopify just fall back into that, I don't want to say trap, but that look of, okay, we'll go everywhere else on the kind of first couple of rounds, but once we get into the buys, it's going to be that A spam over and over again. But deep positioning, and actually was well read to an extent, but Casey still draw blood first. Alki is going to find Mel, and that removes a lot of the potential for those later round calls to come in here. Smoke's now gone, if anything. So you can see it's that almost full reset, right? Pop of the ult, that's going to be Donut looking for information and taking a lot of space towards A. That's only going to be 1 player spotted, but Alkia's position still valuable for 1. It's all now going to be seen. It's this crunch towards A. 1 player back of the site is GX. Potential to do work. Gives away position, pop, flash, slips away. This is nice, but can't do better. The Donut, who has been up in lights so far. Such impressive impact, and now into the post plant. This looks solid for Shopify.
That Yoru kit doing work to get into the site now. 3 versus 2 post plant. They are in optimal positions here. Casey have to do so much work. Safia, she's able to clear it out. That dart's not going to give too much information here. Yoru's just able to TP away.
There it is, right? It's kind of those layers to this. It's going to be really hard for Casey to now dig those final 3 out of here. He's still got the turret to get through. The smoke's in play. Owl drone layered in. Could get the tag if needed. I like the idea, but it's not going to work out. Shopify reset incredibly well. And it's a similar start right there. They've got the same implications. Very different look in the fact it's just Neuer on this solo mission. Previously, we've seen Donut here. Now,
so confident.
Dice comes in, but Neuer's happy on this. Sticks around further. No other support in middle behind her either. She's in a real predicament. Flash was fantastic. Clears middle, but it's a sight hit towards B. Donut again. The tip of the spear is sharp today. She is doing serious work for this team. And again, you look at Glance, already having to respect this. Can't really step through towards side by any means.
Yeah, already had to use that recon for some sort of stopping power to try to tee up Safia, but that's just going to delay things in this retake, especially after that peak.
Alexis, normally the unsung hero in this team, right? Feels any role. She is just going for it. And why not send a message? Drop the bodies. GX, it's time to back away, but I gotta look at this team, right? Because again, Shopify, this rebuild with Donut, it looks like it's working, and we're seeing all of the stars starting to shine. Okay, couple of big ults in play for KC. This is a huge round for them. You got 3 impactful.
They're trying to fake this mid control. Oh, but that's a huge pick off of Noya. Now KC know that it was just a ruse.
Yeah, these 4-1s starting to become a little bit, I guess, readable at this point. Alkia not being afraid to let a couple of those bullets fly.
Covering it.
Posturing up, but 4 players now here. They've got ults to play with if they want this, but Donut finding GX super early. I don't know if that was just blind or above the site. Alexis! Quick on her feet. Donut's still waiting for someone to pour through on Heaven. Aldro there, Flash comes in. Finding 2 though! How did Sarah fall at the same time? Alexis tries to be called upon, but it's all on Mel. A 1v2 needed. Safia not even gonna let that start. The 3 players remaining for KC, proving they got a fire in them now. And with Noya's position, this gets a little bit harder. They've got that 3-man play towards middle though to try and crunch this, but Alexis cracks open the site. And then the follow-up as well. It's like watching dominoes fall into place. Good reads, good calling, and great site approaches. That's the only answer back we've seen so far. And once again, it becomes that poison chalice almost for Alkia with that operator. But you still want to save it. You still want to have it going forward. You're probably going to call the save already. A big opportunity for Alkia. Right place, operator here. Ult going to come through, that's an issue. She will have to respect this already. Evacuating the site.
Everyone getting off to the side, and Dodonut has a clear line, but look at this. The rest of her team weren't able to get in. It doesn't matter though. Dodonut on top of the site. The crossfires are already getting created for SRG here.
Yeah, almost given too much respect, given too much room to work. Freedom found. Fear being shown by KC, and a double stack towards Heaven. Sarah eviscerates Glance. Oh, it's too easy. Shopify Rebellion locks the hell in. It's Noya on the operator now. Hell, just give it around. It's just Safia left alive. And maybe can go down swinging. But I doubt the round will go any other way. 8 gonna be carved on the board for Shopify. They are in full control.
I like this aggression coming out for Alkia. She's gonna get in. We saw the pop flash coming through. They know now that nobody is in A main, but look how fast Shopify are. Already into the site. Safia has so much on her plate.
Yeah, and no one can really help her either. Yeah, it's a quick trade. Nice work actually from Glass, playing from the try box. Lovely pick towards Sarah. First time to have their players in the right place from the back of the aggression from Alkia. Good info on that. But Alexis and Noya
Last player standing.
just down to 1. Clutch potential off the charts, and the first gets claimed, and Alkia makes it there in time, and they get a small bit of a buffer to start playing with.
Cheat there rotates over.
Oh, this is a lot on Alkia's plate though. Flash.
This is the first time we're seeing them come into her crosshair though.
Got to be ready, and a little too slow. Just off the money, and now this could be the flood. It's the green light. It's a go signal. But for the second time of asking, she has the answer. Flash, but no swing. You can see the want, the temptation. They dive down, trying to play between the smokes. And this is a great position. Spotted out 1 for the divide in play. It's all got chaotic. It's pandemonium. But finally, fights being won out by KC. Mel, Sarah, still alive. And Mel's position finally considered. A quick flick, but no connection. Mel brings us down to a 2v3. A possible scenario, but the spike in a dangerous position. And a missed shot. No problem in the end for Alkia. Just about claiming that 4th round back. It gives them a small window of chance, Potter, but it is small, right? Get themselves situated. Trying to show a lot, but look where that spike's heading. This is not committed towards A.
It's not, and you know, you said the glance is towards middle, but glance did start towards A, and right now it looks like KC, they want to contest towards this B main. You see that quick regroup coming, but on Celia, she's trying to sell a fake towards A.
But you want to see how these two fared, right? Alexis and Noya, and they're passing with flying colors. They didn't look phased for a second. And the critical, the vital pistol round falling away for KC. Shopify Rebellion again. Flawless.
But SRG, they haven't moved. I mean, the perimeter, it is strong.
30 seconds left.
Full utility still here, and Mel, she's still got that. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, good. Sarah's still here. Dark goes in. Not going to get the info on the cross, but the spam pretty good. Going to at least connect a touch. Chip away towards 1. The side looking more vulnerable. A plant now given. Mel still focused. Going to take away Alkia. Backside not safe. Hold on. How are they falling? Shopify! How are you coming back into this? This was not your round. KC had the keys to the castle. That was your chance, and it's just been ripped away.
That is a feels bad. I mean, Doughdoughnut with a little bit of user error, but man, what an easy round to laugh off. If you're KC, that is salt in the wound. A freebie on the table up for grabs, but SRG, we talked about it, their perimeter, their defense, how they were reacting and moving around the map was so good. And even with the lack of weaponry, they're just able to make this bonus look so clean. This round was a little too easy for SRG.
Sheriffs, I think, maybe just one at you a glance, so Doughdoughnut already on that outlaw, looking to go farming here. Light shields galore, barring Safia. But Mel already with the beginning. GX has gone down. Oh, they're just, yeah, immovable at this point. Not getting the fights that KC would want.
Yeah, broken by coming through for KC. And I think I even noticed their smoke in mid missing and leaving a gap. So KC are definitely going to have to regroup here. They were able to get the spike, though. They should be able to get the spike down here. I don't think SRG are going to risk it. Unless...
I mean, after that, you get a bit curious, don't you? Temptation beckoning. Lance trying to buy him a little bit of time maybe for this plant, but they're looking for a pick. You're not going to get one, I'm going to be honest. Look at this. 3 players stacked up and Mel immovable. Glance, big shots though. Okay, hold on. Maybe. Bloody hell, Glance. You gave it a damn good go, I'll give you that. So, 3 plays stacked towards the A side. Doughdoughnut going in for the flash and takes the space. Also takes
huge pick.
Mel away, Safia.
Right.
There we go. That's much better.
And there is no Sentinel on the side of KC, so at this point though in the round, they should be aware that it's way too free on the A side. We better hold our back lines. And for SRG, they just want to do money damage. Try to get as many kills as they can. Safia is just up for an ace.
Why not?
Go get your ace.
Alexis is out of there, by the way. Alexis is going so far away, you're not going to get it. Yeah. Keep going as you are. A couple of ults in play for Shopify too, but KC, it has to be perfect. Can't really take the foot off the gas. And it looks simplistic in approach though. Direct in towards A, deep flashes, no one there to receive it. Shopify already playing very deep off-site.
You saw Kia try to float and dash into that nest window, and a lot of aggression here in this post plant. They're not playing on their side of the wall. They don't want to give this Mel Astra any sort of chance in this retake protocols.
Yeah, I like this. KC trying to stay postured up, trying to stay in control of the site. No opportunity to flood back in easily. Trying to be set into motion by maybe the Aldrone, but GX tries to... Wait, it's actually Alkia playing through that CT side smoke. I feel like a little unnecessary at times, and now it starts to crumble. 4 players standing for Shopify and just the 2 on the other side. KC now trying to do what they can. It was a desperate attempt. But desperation is not the answer here. Shopify making it through this map like it was nothing in the end. A little close on this, but the diffuse is there. Calm under pressure in the end. 13-5. Shopify make it out of KC's map.
To happen. I hope that they have a very clear plan so they can start snowballing into it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Shopify Rebellion, they haven't exactly lost on this map in a very, very long while. So we're going to find out if this one goes the distance.
They've still had a little bit of an exploration towards middle, but Safia's not gone too far yet.
Yeah, and you can see that paranoia still in the back pocket of GX from that short A. I'm assuming that KC, they want to do a B pop and get a lot of value, maybe press the issue into A-Link here.
Okay, so it's going to be Doughdoughnut and Alexis nearby. They've taken the space. And it seems like something that Shopify were willing to give up here. So the spike's going to be planted. A 5v5 post plant is going to be nuts. Okay, here we go. Good luck,
definitely
observers.
Want to push A-Link. You saw that paranoia going out right then.
But nice reaction from Sarah, though, to sit a little bit deeper. There's still Neuer unaccounted for. You can see the caution being displayed by KC. A late lurk in addition. This is big as well. Keep in mind where GX is. GX might be the final punch to this, but actually it's going to get messy. It's Glance. GX putting up the numbers. Now Neuer Look at the HP on the other side. There's only one that's sitting safe. That's Safia. Still, glance, 12 HP, going to be removed. GX gives away the position. Neuer fighting forward. Time not on her side. Karmine Corp going to get the first here.
It's going to be tougher to find the opening pick. You can see SRG, they want to control this A main. They don't want to let KC control the pace. Already letting that stun go. Look at this aggression.
Yeah, Dodo not getting right involved in this. Sarah could be in trouble though, but a quick trade out. Both sides taking blows really at this point, and it settles down to this 3v3.
Moved over, left the B site, and now towards that garage. It's going to open up the gap for KC.
Yeah, so Plant going to be on the cards here. The deeper positioning from these two could be an issue though, so I want to see how KC decide to get themselves situated in the post plant. Safia, the penny's already dropped. Very aware there's a chance that someone could have wrapped this side. And yeah, really nicely done. Doesn't need to do too much now. KC on for the fight, but the spike does get left in its current spot. So Alexis does get a little bit more room to play here. Another chance for this, 30 seconds. Plant now in and a 1v2 for Alexis. Spots out the first, doesn't get the kill. Alexis trying to toy with this, get those bullets burned, but she can't get away. Safia stays on it, the classic more than enough.
But KC, they've been doing a great job really being thorough on these low buys.
Yeah, I've liked their defaults to start with. They've been really diligent, but what are you meant to do about that? Donut rattling the brains of Safia, who's been a hero herself for the KC side, but the correct read and a good stall here. Actually going to misplace the timing now. If they want to go for this site hit, it's going to get a bit uncomfortable. KC going to try and force the hand. Force fighting forward. Shopify right place. This is not out of the woods just yet. It's getting dangerous! The Shopify Rebellion rip through them with a MasterCard Thrifty. Well, there's the reaction, I guess.
Yeah, and you know what? Coach Effie's, he knew. He was not
something.
Liking what he was seeing. And that slight adjust was, hey, let's take advantage of our Viper wall, right? Let's send it down mid. And he was able to cut off the line from Safia's turret, allow Dodonut this opening kill. But that flood back onto the C site, you can see all the members just arriving in time. And
put a lot of faith behind Donut and their operator, as you rightly should, keeping the other 4 players a little bit
30
looser.
seconds left.
you can see that Viper Q going up, cutting off the line. Early utility coming up, but that's a lot of delay.
Bell trying to be slippery, and she is going to take down Alkia. The layers to this go deep with Shopify. Brutal to try and scale up on. You can see how hard it is to navigate that utility the second you show. Safia, the one who copped a boatload of damage earlier, has been healed up at least, but still going to have to walk into the lion's den, it looks like. And yeah, just going to let the time simmer away. Shopify, good read on this, good control. So far, she has been, more often than not, it feels like. We go again, though, this time, pacier, potentially. A little bit more direct in approach, maybe looking to try and abuse this. And they do. Alkia does well, but Mel again, still so good at holding this down and wants to stick around. And that's why. Follow-up bound, but she falls eventually. Does her damage, though. And Neuer's got to slip in. And again, Donut's here. They're not going down without a fight. Yeah, should have heard that turret going down, should know that they are on the move. Seeker's going to come down, confirm that even further. Big flank, but hey, that's going to be given away slightly, but Neuer is still a nuisance, right? Backline. Alexis now noted. You see Safia wanting in. Tried to be a bit of a threat off the back, didn't get it, but the plant's now down. Neuer still being checked on this. Utility is here, spots out some more, clears the path, and they are grouping towards CT. Oh, Alexis! No! What on earth is that? How do they win that fight when they look so unprepared? Apparently, it's too easy. We've still got Vandal there for Safia. The rest kind of just buying around what they can, so a little bit of a lighter investment, but still with intent to try and hit this A site. But I'm seeing the Donuts here, and a missed shot. A chance given, and Alkia takes it. No, you got to catch Mel. She does. Alkia cracks open the site. The back line still holding strong, though. Sarah's here, but this was never meant to be an A hit. This is still looking like it's going towards B. This falls down towards Neuer. KC. Oh no, Sarah again, still finding such value.
Neuer still has the molly in her hands, and
they're canceling because of the space. This is... Oh!
Where?
Is this awareness from Alexis? So heads up. Neuer again, look at this positioning to KC can't
They
catch
have
a
no
break.
idea.
Neuer, nasty with it here. KC being corralled around the map. I loved what they tried. It doesn't work out as Glance would have to go nuclear. It ain't happening. I mean, man, what are you meant to do if you're KC?
I like this round so far from KC. I love that they tucked and didn't give SRG any sort of free information. That should make Glance's drone and Sova look a lot bigger than it is. And you can see that Mel, she already rotated. This leaves a slight gap here.
Donut though, operator and ult. Almost dual wielding at this point. Sarah gonna get cleared after one, but Donut on the swing, only gonna get one. Good trading from KC. But Mel again, man. They've got no idea. And there's the surprise of your life. Mel just gonna be a nuisance, playing around that smoke just perfectly, but there's a chance made. A 1v2 needed from Neuer. The spike not collected, a chance given, but Neuer doesn't know it yet either. So she's just amongst them at the moment. How does KC get out of this one? I don't know if you can even cross from this. They want to try it, double face up, Neuer. Oh no! The clutch master is back in the building. Safia's been golden though for KC. 7 bullets, more than enough. Neuer, the Danish dynamite strikes again. So damn good.
And Mel just giving the president a slight salute there, and I salute you as well. Beautifully played.
Okay, Mel, calm down. I'm trying to set up the narratives here, like relax a little.
Getting loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and Alkia kind of fancies that. Tried to give it a little bit of a look, right? Trying to apply that pressure, but we can see that they're trying to head towards C.
Oh boy.
Donut misses the first, but trying to keep her ground. And GX, you can't be. Where are we in this? That's a real loss here. Gonna be operating with 4, but at least I'll get the sight.
And SRG, they've got the ultimate in Alexis's back pocket. You saw Donut just booking it after she got that opening pick. They are completely fine with playing this round as a retake. KC aware of it. They want to re-aggress and try to find something to make this post plan a little bit easier.
There's not going to be much given though. Shopify gonna have to dig pretty deep to get back in. I mean, this is getting a bit weird now. Mel though gonna find 2. Just powerhousing back into the site. Alkia's still around though. And Alcia is on the site itself, waiting. Anyone gonna try and find the challenge? Donut just being sacrificial if she needs to, but getting a little bit too tricky. Down to the 1v1 again. Surely not another clutch going their way. 3 bullets time on KC's side. Keep your cool! And they should at least get another on the board. KC, give it a push up to 4, but man, that took some lifting.
Should just be going back to what works. Donut hears so much sound cue, so much noise right now.
Yeah, she actually took a look through the doors too, so reading that this is going to be that BC site attack. GX though, way deeper than expected, takes away Mel. And now this should be good. Wait and see if that plant's going to come in. It is. And Safia's going to be ready. If they try and flood back through, if they try and fight through garage, but Alkia digs deeper. Love that. Getting proactive in the post plant. KC coming alive. The fuse started, doesn't get half though. And this is all falling in favor to KC. Just Neuer alive. You ain't going to get it again. KC back in the lead.
And GX just loosening it up there.
You love to see it. A much closer game already. Feels like a totally different tempo and environment we're playing with here. Direct approach towards B again. This time a lot more utility to stall out. That's a lot of damage taken. Mel, though, goes down for it. All eyes turn towards Alkia, and she's actually the one to strike back. Now Alkia's still alive, controlling the back of the site, allows for that plant. And Safia finding the shots now. This is so much better. KC on the same page to write a new narrative to try and close out this half with that strong advantage. But Sarah on 5 HP. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to deny the turn of events we've started to see here. Safia and Alkia holding on now. And there it is, KC controlling the game at 7-5. They are back in business. There was a drought of rounds, but they found salvation in that final hurdle. Obviously the side swap now coming in. It will be KC on that defending side and Shopify on the attack.
I love the sheriff purchases coming out from the defenders, just holding that long line, a high-low setup. Timmy the turret even involved here.
Damn, it's high noon down there on Ceylon. What are you meant to do about that? Shopify not going to have the start they wanted. Great paranoia too. GX, yeah, lovely, love it. Alkia, there she is! Little pop flash, but Sarah not affected, but to be falling nonetheless. Alkia with a highlight round, 4 big kills, and a definitive start here in the second half.
That is a confidence builder. I mean, we always talk about buying time, the utility coming out from the Sentinels, but Sophia, after an explosive first half, the confidence to just buy those sheriffs, don't even lean onto the utility. I love to see it coming out for KC, and of course it's Alkia to close things out. And
in the KC side, a bonus round here though, and a big chance for Shopify Rebellion to try and get things back on track, but GX again, dangerous.
Just inserted.
I love it, I absolutely love it, and GX does get the reward towards Sarah as well. Good damage done, great follow-up. They don't know what they're doing. Shopify are just struggling to get off the starting blocks here. Hyper-aggression from KC has been the answer to their woes.
Mel is going to take the timing, though, and gain some space. She knows she's got the better weaponry. She needs to find an equalizer. Oh, but Dodonut decides not to plan. She wants to break the Sky utility first.
Okay. Mel trying to hold towards CT. Still got the paranoia. Dodonut behind, but it's all alone. How the hell did... Wait!
No.
Wait! How did GX get that kill?
That's just a spam through the smoke.
Oh man, this is different. But only 5 rounds to their name.
A Molly plus the recon layered together towards this short A. Shopify absolutely don't want KC to get any sort of ground. And Mel is able to punish another re-aggress coming up for Alkia.
No,
this
the
timing.
That's crazy. Alexis was on that angle, on that line for so long and just turned away.
It's such a huge equalizer as well.
It leaves such an unknown quantity, right? C's now completely, I don't want to say inaccessible, but it's a really hard road back in. So, and KC are doubling down.
Again.
Walking sewer. This is madness. Neuer gonna send away 1. Can you get a second? Yeah, you can. Neuer.
Alkia's going again, long C as well.
This is nuts. They are so aggressive around the map. Maybe this is the read that there is just gonna be this repeated aggressive approach. But a plant in play. GX and Alkia up against 4.
Neuer
Time on their
seems to
side.
be aware, though.
I mean, but Alkia's got a window of chance, but it's gone. It's shut, surely, right? GX goes down. This should be fine. This should be 6, and it is. Neuer, the one to make this look safe, Christine. I mean, I'm scared, though. KC, and she's not alone in this endeavor for now, but Neuer needs to just hold this, right? Big info again, though. This is an information game, back and forth, 45 seconds. Shopify do need to make their move eventually. This is going to be hard work for Mel. Again, these sort of in-game leadership sort of calls here. The fight breaks out towards long. It's Alexis on the trade. Good trade as well. That could open up that window of chance now to springboard towards A, but the rotations are in. They're fast. They are really fast on this. Let's see, it can be tucked to the corner. Safia trying to draw the eyes, and it's worked! KC with a vice grip in this map! Shopify Rebellion choking under the pressure of it. And Mel, you ain't got any chances now. Spike's lost. It's gonna be 12. Something to watch. This is Shopify's map choice too. Historically barely touched on this map. It's been a bolt hole for them. Now they're on the receiving end, and it looks like it's aggression again, and Alkia unrelenting in this force. Dodonut wants in, chomping at the bit. But they still don't have full control here. Quick little flash over.
Should allow the defenders to make their rotates. You can see Sophia has the long line with this
Light
outlaw.
shields. Yeah, light shield's in play as well. Can switch over to the Vandal. Ready for this. Sarah, yeah, gonna out-drone in, but the spam is good. Sophia still gonna slip the net. Plays a little deeper, gonna get caught out by this.
What?
How is she dodging this one? And Neuer waiting to pounce. Great synergy between Alexis and Neuer. You look at the back lines now. Controlled by Sarah. It's just Sophia left alive in a 1v3. And they're turning tail. They're taking no risks here. They are hightailing towards that A site.
And it's up to SRG to keep this clean.
30 seconds.
1 round at a time. They've got to make some money if they want to make this retake, or rather comeback in the second half a possibility. Alexis gaining that ultimate with the spike plant should help them on that momentum swing. Sophia, her job right now is just to take her time. She wants every kill she can to keep SRG's money low.
Sarah.
Beautiful.
Find it. Easy stuff in the end. Good work there. Shopify
Looks like Alkia wants to go aggressive onto that A main. That's going to give a lot of information. Look at SR. They are so fast.
Yeah, right off the rip in towards C. No resistance, no resilience. Viper's Pit on top. Dot's going to be there. Does give a little away, but not enough for them to be particularly worried. So Melt going to get the plant in.
Spike planted.
It is a 5v5 post here.
Sophia's ultimate. SRG is not going to be able to break this, so they've got to make a decision to fall back. Just responding with their own KJ ultimate.
Oh, this is going to get messy. The backlines aren't secure. Alkia slowed
Look
down
at
slightly.
Shopify.
It's all a fight down towards long. GX here, lines him up, knocks them down. The upset could be happening. It's all down to Noya, and it's not gonna happen. Karmine Corp taking us the distance. Sunset on the horizon. And Shopify Rebellion made to look human in a map I certainly did not expect it in.
We already have the 100% on the getting the Sage, getting the Omen that we kind of expected on the side of the Omen, but I love to see that this is something new, something fresh, something that can set them apart from the rest.
That's 1 for 1. I'll keep count. I probably won't, but it's a good start of things, and I love this from Glance. Set the tone, send a message. It's a walk middle. It's all three. They've gone for the brawl. Yeah, Noya's found one. It's a massacre. Just Alexis alive in a 1v3, and she can't bring these players back from the dead now. What are you meant to do but run? KC coming in hot. Looking like they want to play like the big dogs here. Alexis gonna make something of this.
Yeah, she will get into a free site. She still has that Sage wall in her back pocket, picked up a Ghost. So there's definitely a world, but while we're waiting a little bit, I do gotta say it's unacceptable for SRG to get pushed on with a double Sentinel comp. Definitely need to be able to hold their back lines, take advantage of this comp. I do like this re-aggress for Alexis. She was able to get that reload down, and she's able to slice the pie. And she's made a fortress for herself in backside. She only has to focus in front of her.
She's tried everything she can. Finds the first, needs the second and the third to follow. Smoke goes in and they body block. They put bodies behind the line. 4 bullets, defuse. Oh, it was a valiant attempt. Just not good enough. Not in time.
The role playing coming out for Donut, but SRG, they're gonna have to clean things up in this first round.
Aggro, GX gonna try and get involved. It's perfect. Takes away Alexis and gets to live. No trade, no real damage done either. That is a perfect reset. This is KC out for blood.
Just slipping out with that Omen kid, and look at Oncelia. Just completely controlling all of A main. She is not gonna back out until this one-way goes away. Huge pick from Donut. And that's definitely going to help SRG mid-round in this one.
Yeah, opens up a lot of options, and I think the Prowler even catching there too. So while this happens though, Shopify exploring the other side, and Alkia slides in, takes away Noya, and makes this costly down to 3. It's a 3-on-3, and there's still that Bulldog in play, and the paranoia for GX. Priming this ready. All
no utility for SRG.
Targets. It's going to be an isolated Donut. Found, put to bed. This could be a disaster. It's a bonus. Keep in mind, GX will not be moved. KC shattering Shopify.
And they did so well. I mean, just that fallback coming out from Alkia. She could have had a movie, but she slides with that stinger, falls back into the site, and just opens up for her teammate to be able to flood back in. And this is great macro coming through for the defenses of KC. And for SRG, I thought Mel had done enough, but you saw it, not enough utility there to be able to actually scale and punish into the site.
Yeah, this is huge. Again, showing no respect, no fear. They keep going. GX still wants to absolutely eviscerate this side. Sarah gonna find one back, but you're not gonna get much more done. Yeah, handing out a couple of headshots, sure, but again, player advantage, and they're taking high-risk fights here. Again, willing to fight into Shopify.
The aggression, the confidence.
It's wild! Most teams would never do this. Right now, it is down to a... Okay, Rez comes in. All right, we're back up to 3 for Shopify. They see real option in this. But I'm also seeing a player on the flank. Alkia slowly closing in. And there could be a victim to be had. Diligent from Mel. Great timing to turn. And Zafia can't do enough. Shopify Needing a MasterCard Thrifty to get this one started.
Oh man, and they couldn't have come at a better time. Coming through in the Thrifty and the Tour de Force. I haven't heard that sound in a few weeks. A huge blind and actually pushing her off that TP. GX is going to feel really comfortable with all this control.
Are they going to pop middle? There was a flash for it, yeah, and it looked like they wanted to get some pressure building top mid with this kind of 1-3-1. And a bit of a trade out of damage and a trade out play is Safia. Great timing on that swing through market. Catching the punish on Sarah, trying to backpedal away. And Shopify getting no access to this map, man.
The KC are being so proactive. Just every extremity has some sort of trap play. Noya gets taken out.
Great trade from Alexis, though. But it should be ringing the alarm bells for KC. They know it's probably tailoring towards this A side. But for Shopify, they pause and consider another option. And the right read, too. Alkia just on the corner. Gonna spot out one, but the numbers in their side. This is a dominant start. Karmine Corp in full control.
Coming out from the individuals on the KC side.
Does it stop? Does it slow down? Doesn't look like it. GX still really shouldering this aggression on the other side. Handled by Noya. Safia this time going to be checked on towards B main. You're going to see a big pop of the ult as well, finds nothing towards market. You can see this wrap coming around, GX surrounded, but certainly not surrendering. Still going to find a little bit of space to play from. Put that smoke to work in. The spike is on the site. They don't have B main control, now they do. Noya putting in a shift here today. GX though still a nuisance. What a shot from GX. With Shopify playing together. Pulling out all the tricks here. The wall towards that top right side and middle, wrapping through spawn. And let's see it. This is a 1v3 needed. Very complementary positions for Shopify. Shouldn't lose this one if played correctly. But Shopify shouldn't be making mistakes. They need to really button up here. I think she knows it.
Yeah, the fundamentals very strong.
If maybe Noya can catch anyone crossing on top mid.
I like this look from SRG though. They just simply waited out on Celia's utility and able to walk contact towards this. Safia has that molly in her back pocket. Oh, but the aggression, Dodo Nut is beautiful.
Yeah, this is great. Anacia is getting overwhelmed though. A really hard site to hold on your own here. And oh yeah, there was very little to be done and an explosive follow-up too. I like the call for kind of almost a contact burst, very deep use of the utility once they're already up towards that A side of things.
Almost seemed like Noya was able to at least have spidey senses about that operator. I mean, somehow Shopify make the beautiful read, beautiful call to just regroup towards that A. And Alkia, I mean, they've got to do so much work to hold on to this operator. Oh no!
Dodo Nut wants this one. Can she take it out of the hands? Yeah, it's going to be done. Okay, so KC do not get to keep the weaponry. I'm going to look at those finances. They're going to be struggling here. This time a little bit deeper on the line. Hasn't explored further yet. Safia trying to work it out as well. This is what we're looking for, is adjustments and how they want to approach this too. Prowler towards market kind of gives away a bit of the game, but Anacia is already going to find Alexis, so that res is down. That's the first person gone.
But it's a fast B split. Dodo Nut has been able to re-wrap, and look at Noya's positioning. She's just waiting for the pinch.
Yeah, this is getting sketchy. And Mel's going to find GX. Safia overwhelmed. Good trade. Sarah will let that happen every day of the week. Noya there to kind of be the full stop to the sentence. Plant now in time on this side, but it is a 3v3.
No smokes, though, for the side of KC. On Celia's ultimate on KO should buy them some time. No utility being used for Dodo Nut.
And no trades available on that position either. A very isolated spot there. And now you got to look at the last two. Sat a little bit deeper. Ice towards Noya. Ice towards Mel. Good plant for them here. Oh, great trade. Hold on. Oh my God, Anacia. How did you get that follow-up on Mel? I do not know. But it was heaven sent for KC. 5-5 now. Still very much in this game.
On Celia taking full advantage of that KO ultimate, giving her that little stimmy, that speed to be able to shoot her gun and move a little bit faster. And I think I want to say that KC probably communicated to each other about Mel's positioning. I think they saw her TP up there a little bit earlier on. A judge in the back pocket of Noya. She wants to be able to dual wield a close range duel plus that tour de force as well. Ooh, aggression.
Yeah, I wanted to see if they followed behind that. They've already forced him off the line at least, but still, look at this reaction top middle. And let's see it again, great positioning. Donut's getting nothing up here. Stalls out, ready to mark it. Glance on the 1-2 punch. Alexis still has this res. Does she invest this? I don't think she's got time for it, really. The double swing, they're getting proactive. Another brawl breaking out, and look what the spike is left. Safia waiting backside. They're still a bit paranoid. You can see this. They don't quite know where these players are. You've got, again, it feels like it's so tailor-made, it's so obvious, but how do they recover this spike? That's the hard part now for Shopify. They have to try and find their way through this maze of players. A very unorthodox position from Alkia. Mel trying to work towards this spike here, trying to draw eyes. Safia the first to bite, but not giving away too much. Neuer giving a pixel, but the trade's great. Alcia's there. Neuer! Nuclear in approach. So fast to hit that shot. Still needs the plant, and Alcia is slowly wrapping on the site, the reposition, but the expected line! Neuer! A cut above the rest! When needed, she shines!
The chamber pick coming in clutch. Neuer arriving right when SRG need her most, and that was KC in full control of that round. Power positions. I feel for KC there. I mean, they wanted to secure the round. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but this is the power of chamber. I mean, the slow coming out. And Shopify, they should be communicating to one another that Neuer did a lot of damage to the A anchor. Looks like there's just posturing. They're just faking this mid-control, and Neuer finishes off her work.
Neuer's starting to kick into gear, man. Alkia here, though, a bit alone. Does Neuer go that far on the corner? She does! Another victim to be had, and Neuer just farming now. Glance in. And this Fury. And that was burning a hole in Glance's pocket, but it's Donut to go digging deeper. Nice! Couple of confidence boosters here. Oh, yeah. Glance, I mean, try and do what you can, but the final boss has turned up. Neuer ain't letting you out from this jail cell you're put in. Bye-bye, Neuer, yeah, stunning work from her. Shopify give themselves a buffer, a little bit of distance here. There's that pressure. And this was very early.
That was an insta-paranoia.
I mean, but look, okay, so we've got a B main walk, we've got a top mid walk. Whoa! Alkia! Man, I blinked and missed it. I don't know what Neuer was meant to do, but now the map looks weird. Look at these positions. The 3-play walkout from B. We've got top mid controlled by KC, and you can see the hesitation with the spike. They're like, where the hell are they? This seems bizarre. And the Knife's going to isolate and identify where Alexis is. Didn't expect the wrap from top mid. Safia with a checkmate on that. They should be able to put together where Shopify are coming from now.
Yeah, that process of elimination, the brain ticking away, but the speed from SRG, they're able to find one, but KC, they're all grouped. That smoke is going to buy them time.
Yeah, GX can play around this well, and that is perfect. Good trade from Donut, but they need more. I don't know how much more they're going to get here. Safia down low. Oh, wait, hold on. It ain't over yet. Look at the HP on KC. Mel, Donut making mountains out of molehills. I don't know how they just did that.
We need to watch a replay from Donut's POV because that was ridiculous. Low HP, and you know, we've been talking about the synergy. We've been talking about the new duelist from Donut on this international stage, and she is heating up. Those were ridiculous shots. I thought that when Safia killed Alexis and Spawn, it was over. It was wraps. And especially when that smoke comes up. My God.
On the other side, a decent purchase to that Outlaw in play. We got Guardians, Bulldogs, the whole shebang, and KC gonna just pick up the tempo again. It's Pacey and Shopify. Do not give a damn. It's a shutout. 9 rounds to their name.
That is a statement shutdown coming through. You know that KC are hyping themselves up like, we had that pistol, let's just force buy, let's get back into this, and just slapped right back down. This round was over in about 3 seconds.
Damn. Getting this out, gonna Here's some of that util though, but it's a double stack top middle. High flash and Alkia's timing, is it right? It looks good, it is! KC explode top middle, reward found. The issue is still on the site itself. It's still kind of an extended bonus for Shopify Rebellion. So not with the full weaponry, but this Outlaw is dangerous, especially in Noia's hands. Alexis on the corner, can't quite connect. And Celia clears it well, KC. This is better. Mel in a 1v4.
30 seconds left.
Bulldog far from ideal at this point. I think there's a little upgrade there.
Spike planted.
I think that's about all she's going to get in this one. Glance just jump spotting this.
Making their way up towards top mid, and the flash coming out from Celia didn't catch anyone, but Dodo not getting caught between a rock and a hard place. I mean, that was an explosive opening coming out here for Alkia. And punish and find those openings, certainly it's going to give them an answer for their comeback in the second half.
There we go, early paranoia. Noia standing guard though, takes
Beautiful
away
shot.
Alkia and stands her ground. And why not when you're this damn good, Noia? How many 3Ks can one person get? There's no escape for GX. And it's instantaneous. Shopify allowing no naughtiness and glance. Last alive, it feels like it was a quick affair this round, very few options. Does KC have another timeout? I haven't quite kept up on that. I feel like they might still have one left here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that utilized pretty damn soon. For Shopify, they have no issues really in mind here. Ult-wise, they've got 3 big uns ready to go if needed. Yeah, both kind of points of contact have already been somewhat found to a degree, right? That Prowler middle catching towards Alkia. Door gets broken. Okay, trying to add a question mark towards Market. Popping up the ult, it's going to be Alicia going through, trying to take the space. It's all but bait, it's all but a ruse. Noia gets curious and goes down. Does take GX with her, but the A side not completely vulnerable. Mel is there. Takes away. Oh! It's all 3Ks all day! Oh my god! What are you meant to do, Potter? They keep doing this to the man.
And we got to see a replay. We barely caught it at all, but I'm wondering if KC, they didn't use the flash from Celia. How the hell did Mel get away with just a free line like this? I mean, 3 members from KC peeking one by one. And if it's not Noia, it's gonna be Mel. Each player taking turns, just dominating and eating up these gaps. For KC, it's just salt on the wound.
Yeah, this is getting brutal here. Alexis trying to be quick on her feet about it. Dodo not going hunting, can't quite find him in time. Noia gets curious, and you know what happened to the cat. Noia goes down, leaving in this 4v4. Alexis has a corner to play in. Casey are on the site though. And then, okay, Mel's gone down. Wait, this is starting to look a little bit better. Casey in all the chaos, maybe still alive, maybe not. Dodo not on a tear. They're taking turns getting 3s. Last one alive. Shopify Rebellion maintain that they are the golden standard here today at Game Changers. 13-6.